The push-up count hits 20 when the laughter starts. Cadet Morrison smirks at his buddies, loud enough for her to hear. Guess they're letting anyone in now. The other cadets join in snickers rippling through formation like a poison. The woman in the dirt doesn't look up, doesn't stop. Her arms keep pumping, muscles coiled, jaw set. But here's what they don't see. The small winged insignia on her collar. The one that only 100 people in the entire military earn. What happens in the next 60 seconds will end 3 careers before breakfast. Her name is Captain Daniels, but nobody here knows that yet. She's dressed in standard fatigues, no rank, no name tape, no clues. It's week 3 of Fort Benning's Advanced Infantry course, and she's embedded as part of a training evaluation. The Army calls it a stress test. Drop a ringer into a platoon, see who maintains discipline under pressure, see who breaks the code. Morrison breaks it at push-up 35. Maybe try the girl push-ups, sweetheart. His voice drips with condescension. 2 other cadets, Hayes and Rucker, bark out laughter. The drill sergeant supervising the exercise doesn't intervene. He's watching, waiting. This is the test. Within the test, Daniels reaches 50 push-ups, then 60. Her form is flawless, elbows tight, back straight, breathing controlled. Morrison's smirk falters. Hayes shifts his weight, uncomfortable now, but Rucker can't help himself. Bet she couldn't handle a real combat scenario. He says it just loud enough, just stupid enough. The drill sergeant's eyes narrow, but he still doesn't move. Because what Rucker doesn't know, what none of them know, is that Daniels has more trigger time than their entire platoon combined. And she's about to prove it. Daniels stands. Dust falls from her uniform like ash. She doesn't wipe her face, doesn't acknowledge the comments. Instead, she walks to the drill sergeant and speaks 3 words. Quiet and cold. Permission to demonstrate. The sergeant's face remains stone. But there's a flicker respect, maybe even pity for what's coming. He nods once. Cadets, he barks. Combat scenario drill. Daniels will play op for mission. Neutralize the target before she reaches the objective. 60 seconds. Rubber weapons. Morrison grins. 3-on-1 odds. This'll be over in 10 seconds. It's over in 4. Daniels moves like water through stone fluid. Unstoppable, fast. Morrison charges first, rubber rifle raised. She sidesteps, sweeps his leg, and he's face down in the dirt before his brain registers movement. Hayes tries to flank. She pivots, disarms him with a wristlock that makes him yelp, and uses his momentum to send him sprawling into Rucker. 15 seconds elapsed. 3 cadets on the ground. The rest of the platoon stands frozen, mouths open. This isn't standard infantry training. This is something else entirely. The drill sergeant checks his watch. 45 seconds remaining. Morrison struggles to his feet, face red, not from exertion, from humiliation. Who the hell are you? Daniels finally speaks. Her voice is calm, almost gentle. Someone who earned her place. She reaches into her pocket and pulls out a small leather case. Flips it open. Inside, her official ID and rank insignia. Captain, Ranger tab. Special Forces tab. And at the top, the thing that makes Morrison's face go white, pilot wings with a small dagger through the center. 160th Special Operations Aviation Regiment. The Night Stalkers. I've flown 18 combat missions into hostile territory, Daniels says, her eyes locked on Morrison. I've been shot at by enemy fire while you were playing beer pong in your dorm. And I've carried wounded Rangers out of situations you can't even spell. Hayes looks like he might throw up. Rucker stares at the ground. The drill sergeant steps forward, his voice like gravel. Captain Daniels is here under a DOT initiative evaluating unit cohesion and respect protocols. Congratulations, gentlemen. You just failed. Morrison opens his mouth, closes it. No words come. Daniels steps closer, her voice dropping to something quiet and devastating. I didn't come here to end your careers. You did that yourselves the moment you decided disrespect was acceptable. The military doesn't have room for soldiers who measure worth by gender instead of capability. She turns to the rest of the platoon. Anyone else have questions about whether women belong in combat roles? Silence. The kind that presses against your eardrums. 3 days later, Morrison, Hayes, and Rucker are removed from the program. Daniels returns to her unit. The story spreads through Fort Benning like wildfire, becoming legend. Here's the truth they don't teach in Hollywood: respect isn't given because of what you look like. It's earned through what you've done. When everything's on the line, and some people earn it in ways that'll haunt your nightmares if you underestimate them. Drop a comment if you've ever witnessed someone completely underestimated absolutely destroy expectations, because sometimes the quietest person in the room is the most dangerous.